from Bass Hole Studios in Hollywood, California.
Yo, what time is it?
You're listening to I'm a Bass Hole with Doug Bass. We've all been one.
He's an asshole.
So let's laugh about it. Now, here's your host, Doug Bass.
Hey everyone, welcome to Bass Hole. My name's Doug Bass, your host for the podcast. Make sure you follow us on YouTube at Bass Hole Show. That's where the full video experience is, and Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast fix. I'm a Bass Hole. Subscribe, review, rate, share with your friends. Thanks for joining us. We have a great show today. Great interview with the Russian comedian, singer, actress, beautiful Ksenia is here in the studio. We're going to jump right in because I don't want to waste any of her time. She's important, and she is here today. Thankfully, she came in to see us. So, Ksenia, how are you today? How's it going?
Oh, sweet. Thank you so much.
Of course. How you doing?
I feel very important.
You are important.
Thank
what are you
you.
talking about?
Because growing up in Russia, I felt not important.
Really?
But here in Los Angeles, I'm very important.
You are important.
And that's why I moved here.
How long? How long have you lived in Los Angeles now?
It's been a long 14 years. I was going to say it's been 84 years.
14 years?
14 years. It's going to be 14 years anniversary in August.
All right, good for you.
But
Congrats.
I first lived in New York, and then I moved to LA, and then I
Yeah.
moved back to New York, and then I moved back to LA. LA
so
won.
you're like bi-coastal, yeah, or you were back and forth.
I'm one coastal.
One coastal, yeah.
Yeah, because it's the warm coast.
The warm coast, yeah.
I'm warm coastal.
Well, that's good. I mean, LA, I've been here 21 years now, so
Wow.
you've been here 14-ish years on and off.
Well, it took me a long time to learn English, and
Yeah.
I didn't do comedy. I just did music at first. Just had to figure it out all on my own.
Yeah, where in Russia are you from?
Oh my God, I'm from Nakhodka.
The Hotka?
Nakhodka.
No, Nahotka.
Nakhodka. Nakhodka is
Where is that?
very far away from everything in Russia because, Russia is big.
Yeah, very big.
There's like a lot of space that is not even inhabited. Just
Yeah,
like
right. There's nothing there. Yeah.
just snow and just snow.
So are you like you're not even near from a city, or is it like
No,
kind
I'm
of
in a
the middle
city.
of nowhere?
It's a small city.
Small city.
Small city.
How far? Like I don't know Russia at all, but how far from Moscow? Like
So Moscow, you have to get on a plane to
Yeah.
fly to Vladivostok, and then from Vladivostok 3 more hours in a driving.
wow. All right. So you're like from like a small like village.
Yeah, but
in
that's
Russia.
where like it's like the end of Russia. It's on the beach.
It's on the
So-
beach. Okay.
So it's like there's nothing. There's only
nothing.
Japan afterwards.
wow.
Yeah. Japan. So we're on the border with China, North Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Japan is across the sea. And no, it's not. It's nice if you just want to like have a simple life.
Yeah.
You have like 4 seasons. We have
Right.
beautiful fall, like fucking cold winter. Is it okay to curse?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a rated R show.
And then spring is freezing, and then you have a hot summer where you can actually swim in the ocean.
That's cool.
Yeah, just
Um,
cool.
That's pretty cool. So what? At what age do you leave Russia to come to America?
Well, now we're gonna count how old I am.
Well, you don't have to say how old
I want
you
to
are.
lie
but-
about my age.
All right, we'll just say you're a child. You're a teenager, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
How old do you think I am?
I have no idea. I mean, you look super young. I mean, I don't know.
But when you talk to me, can you see the wise woman within?
You're very intellectual. I can tell that. I mean, you have these amazing songs that we'll get into and all this stuff. You have a
Thank
lot
you.
going for you. I don't know. I don't know how old you are. I don't know. Like, I don't know, early 30s,
Okay.
something like that.
Yes.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yes.
All right. So you leave Russia as a wee child. That's what we're gonna say.
No, I was already at least 18 years old.
You're 18. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So a wee 18-year-old Ksenia leaves Russia.
Yeah,
And
but
you
I
go-
was always very independent. I think
Yeah.
it's because I'm a Sagittarius. What's your sign? Oh, you're
I'm
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah. Aquarius.
I just wanted to
Sagittarius.
leave-
What month is that? Sagittarius.
December.
December. I don't know this. I'm not good at the signs.
I'm very good. I'm an astrologist, undercover.
When is your birthday? December what?
12/12.
December 12th. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And when is your birthday?
January 29th.
Perfect.
Yeah. Happy belated birthday to you.
Happy everything.
Yeah, exactly. So when you want to move to America, is your family like? Are you crazy? Like, how are you gonna do that?
course.
Like, do you know anyone here when you move? Like,
I
do you
just
have any
knew one person,
friends, relatives, anyone?
a friend of a friend.
Yeah,
And I also
friend of a friend.
and
Yeah.
also came in with a friend. Well, she actually came in first,
Mm-hmm.
and then I came in because I didn't get a visa.
So how do you come here? Do you just come and visit and then try to figure out like a job situation, a visa?
I tried to turn me into immigration services.
Tried to what to immigrate?
to turn me into into immigration services. You come here on a visa.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah.
Okay,
if you want to
so-
go to any country for a long period of time, you gotta
and
apply
if
for
you
a visa.
want to stay here for a while, you have to study.
Study.
Like this is the best.
Right, so
if you come here and you want to study, you can extend your visa forever.
Right, and you go to school when you come here. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
so
you're
I was
learning
in
you're learning
English school
Yeah.
after English school
Yeah.
after. So you have to go to school,
Mm-hmm.
and when you graduate from that course you take, you have 60 days to leave.
Okay,
But you can just go to another school.
you can go to another school,
And
or
you can,
like
as long as you study, you can stay here forever.
really. All right,
Mhm.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Does that work
Because
for-
America
yeah.
likes other people's
Oh, we love
other
people.
countries.
We love other people. Yeah, we want
other
people.
countries' money. That's
We
what I
want
was
people
gonna
to
say.
come here and stay like legally, I guess. I don't really know how it works, but like I'm like fascinated with like going to other countries and meeting different people from different countries. Like I usually get along with a lot of people that are not American, like when I travel or whatever.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
People are nice.
Yeah, I mean they always like sometimes depending on where I go, they'll roll their eyes and be like, "Oh, the American." Oh, God, whatever. But like but like for the most part everyone's pretty fun, nice and stuff.
Yeah, like what I like about Nakhodka, my hometown, there are
Mm.
people like good people. They're like good values,
Yeah.
like just good people. There's no need to lie, steal, or cheat, or like
Right.
there's just
So you're from a good town that's not like corrupted with crime or Russian mafia. I don't know if that's a thing or what.
there is such thing.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I watched this TV show,
Mm.
and it's Russian.
Russian TV. show.
It's called the Word of a Dude.
Mm.
So it takes place in like late 80s and beginning of 90s with the criminals.
Right.
I'm gonna try to explain it in English the best as I can because
Okay,
the
all right.
translation I might get lost in translations, but it kind of explains the time and what it's. I actually got really upset watching it because everyone in Russia watched it, and I was just in Russia.
It's a hit TV show.
Yeah, like a brand new hit TV show that
Right.
came out like late November 2023, and
Okay.
everyone watched it. And they're like,
Yeah.
"Did you watch it? Did you watch it?" And I'm like, "Well, now I have to watch it."
Yeah.
And I watched first episode, and I got so upset.
Mm.
Like this teenager, 14 years old, like they have this gangs.
Mm.
They like here's our like this all they all go to school. Like some of them go to school. Like if you don't join the gang, they're gonna bully you. They can beat you up.
They'll
Like
bully you into like joining the gang, pretty much.
no, they
Or-
bully you, like take your money,
Take-
beat
okay,
you
yeah,
up,
yeah, okay.
and then if you want to join the gang, you have to take some abuse. Like
Yeah.
they beat you up first, then you can't like you have to like
There's like
submit.
initiative. You got to go through the gang. Yeah.
Like, and I'm thinking this is like this
Well,
was
that's like here, like we have like the LA gangs, or
do?
LA has tons of gangs. Like this is gangland, I would say. I don't know much about, but like I'm from New Jersey originally,
Yeah.
East Coast, so we have like mafia in like New York, New Jersey. Have you ever watched like Sopranos, like that TV show? Like that's where I grew up, that area, kind of.
I'm so far away from gangs and like
Yeah.
this criminal stuff. It's
So,
so
yeah,
like
you didn't have that. You didn't have that surrounding you where you grew up.
I think it did happen. I wasn't.
Wasn't aware of it, maybe.
Because I'm a girl, so
Right.
the girls weren't really. So
Girls don't go
it
into
was
the
it was
gang,
all
yeah.
the guys.
Yeah.
Like, some weak guy. Everyone's bullying him.
Mhm.
Like, and I remember this one guy. Everyone was bullying him, and then they found him dead.
Yeah,
Like 6th grade.
that's intense. Yeah.
And I don't know. I watched this TV show. I got so upset. Like what was in their heads? Like plans for future, like to steal, to beat somebody up. Like what is this? Like who do you want to be when you grow up?
Right.
Like I don't know. It's just
Well, people that end up in that world usually, they don't know what they want to do, or
But
they
it's-
don't go to school, or
very small-minded and ego-driven and territory-driven.
Right.
Like I'm gonna kill you because you stepped on my territory. Like
yeah. Everyone's
Get a life, bro.
Gang turf. Yeah. All right, so your town in Russia
Yeah.
is pretty normal, like it's a peaceful town.
It's I guess some bad things happened.
Sure, everywhere,
but
everywhere, yeah.
I was so involved in like cultural part of the city. Like I was
Mm-hmm.
performing, I was entering beauty pageants.
So you did beauty pageants in Russia.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Is that how you kind of got your start, or like the bug of like for acting and singing and comedy and performing and whatnot?
I mean, I was always singing, and I
Yeah.
was in music school, so that was my first kind of like introduction into my artistry.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a very famous game in Russia. It's called like Club of Funny People. I don't know if you heard of it.
I have. I don't know much about. I'm actually part Russian.
Okay.
Like my background, I'm Italian, Russian, and Irish, but I don't know much about Russia. Like I need to like
I'll tell you.
educate myself.
I'll tell you
more.
everything
I don't even
I
know
know.
like my family like history, like where
Where are they from?
I don't know. I have no idea. I got to do like the 23andMe thing or whatever.
I mean, do you have your parents alive?
Yeah, they're alive. Yeah, but I don't even,
Grandparents?
No grand. They're all deceased. But no, I'd have to do like the family tree thing or whatever, you know.
Okay.
Because I don't know anything about it. I have my last name, and then I can do like the history or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
my dad doesn't know anything. It's like I've asked him, and he's like, I don't know. We got to look it up.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
Because I was interrogating my grandpa about his mom and like how he was born in a field. Imagine a woman like
In a field.
yeah, like
Oh.
she's like working
And then
in
she
a
goes into
field,
labor.
and she's like, oh shit. Then she gives birth, and she's like back to work. I'm like,
She
what?
right back to work.
What?
Yeah. See, those are hard workers.
No, this is like I don't know. Like I want to have like epidural, whatever,
Yeah, right.
whatever I
yeah.
need to
It's-
have.
Take off a couple months. Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck? You work in a field, just give
Back
birth.
to work. Yeah.
He was
see,
like one of the 8
see, that's why we're like, like those are hard work. The Russians are hard workers.
Americans are a bunch of.
Oh, we are. We really are when it comes to that. Yeah, it's like you need like, time off, maternal leave, paternal leave for the father, all that stuff.
Paternal leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have
So,
children?
I have no kids. No, just the dogs.
Okay.
No kids, right? Have you been married before? or-
I have frozen eggs.
Frozen
So
eggs.
these are my kids
Those are your kids.
in the fridge.
One
in the
fu-
fridge.
future kids one day.
In the fridge.
That's
Maybe
good.
one of them make it.
That's smart. Yeah,
I
that's
might
good.
not use them all.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll
well-
go the old-fashioned way. I don't know.
Well, they're there. They're there for a rainy day if you need them. That was a good move, though. A lot of people do that. You haven't been married, though, right? No marriage.
No.
No, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was married once.
So how was it?
Oh,
Do you recommend?
Well, I'm divorced now, so
Yelp.
no, I don't remember. No, I think I don't know. I would do it again, but like I don't know. I'd have to be like the right situation and stuff. It's definitely not the easiest thing. I'd say that.
5-star experience.
I'll say
3
I'll
stars.
say 3.5. 3.5 stars.
Is your ex-wife watching this podcast?
She might. I don't know. She
I'm
might.
sorry.
She might, and then she'll be like, "Oh wow, look, Doug is talking to this super attractive Russian model, singer, comedian," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's right. I am
He's free to do whatever he wants.
exactly." No,
That's what
but-
America is for.
right, land of the free. Yeah, exactly.
Of the fee, actually.
Of the what? The fee? Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. All right, so you come to America. Now, when do you start acting and doing comedy and singing and all that stuff? Like after you learn English, I'm assuming, or
So when I was still in English schools, I took. Doesn't matter if what you study. So I started taking acting classes. So
right, acting class. Yeah, we've all taken the acting class. Yeah.
and then my next move was to go to study into. So my next move was to get enrolled into New York Film Academy.
Oh, okay.
So I
Is that acting, or you're actually directing and making films?
So my program included songwriting, script writing, producing. They taught me actually everything that I have to do to produce my own projects.
Right.
So that's what I've been doing.
That's great, and that's the way to do it. I think it's like being in control of your own entity.
It could be too much because
Yeah.
I've done my own feature film that I did everything on it.
You're
Even
act-
soundtracks.
You're acting and directing it and all that stuff.
I didn't direct it.
What's it called?
It's called. It used to called. used to be called This Much, and now it's called Bride to Be, and it's on Amazon Prime.
All right, I'll have to check that out.
Okay, check it
I didn't know you did a feature film. That's good.
So it's about mail order bride coming to America.
Wow,
Yeah.
mail order bride. That's a real thing, right?
It used to be a real thing before war. I think now it's. I don't know if this. I used to look into it because I wanted to move to America, but not anymore.
But you didn't do that. Obviously, you're here now. You're an American citizen, right? Yeah. So there's no need for mail order brides.
No.
But yeah, a lot of people. That is a lot of a way a lot of people become American citizens. I'm assuming.
That's
mail order bride.
That's a good way to go.
Yeah, it's a good way to go. An arranged marriage, pretty much. Is that what it is? Sort of.
I guess
Is the movie tackle that subject? Is that
it
pretty
does.
much? Yeah.
It does
Yeah.
tackle this subject a lot.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Mail order bride. It's called.
It's called Bride to Be.
Bride to be. Okay.
Are you gonna watch it?
I will watch.
Promise?
It. Yeah, I will.
Tonight?
Sure. Why not? I'll write it down.
It's actually kind of cheesy, but
Bride to be.
Bride to Be. I think
I'm gonna write that down.
you know how when you do something and then you like
Yeah.
grow and then you're like, oh, I could have done this better. But what I'm most proud of is that I started something and I accomplished it.
That's great. Yeah. Feature film. That's a big. I mean, that's still on my list of things I want to do. I haven't done that
It's
yet.
a big,
Yeah.
it's a big
Oh, yeah.
gig.
It
you
takes
need a-
over. It takes over like 2 years of your life, probably.
You need like a big team.
Yeah.
And I was
Oh, yeah.
very ambitious. That I'm gonna just do it myself.
That's amazing that you come here and that's one of the first things that you do. You make a feature film. So congratulations.
Well, I mean, thank you. Going to film school was really helpful.
yeah.
And I also love Woody Allen. So, and
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't like, if it wasn't for Woody Allen writing his own projects, like, what would he do?
No, exactly. I mean, I've done like short films and like web series and that kind of stuff, like written and directed. I like to do like amateur cinematography, that kind of stuff. So I dabble in all that stuff, and directing, of course, acting. I still act every now and then, but I don't really pursue it that much
Why
anymore.
not? You should.
I don't know. I just got new headshots over the weekend.
Perfect.
So I was like, I looked at them and I was like, I don't know. I gave it up for a long time, and then I was just doing stand up and podcasting and producing and stuff like that. And but I was like, oh, I need updated pictures because like all this stuff, like some of these headshots I have are like 8 years old, and I'm like, they're on these comedy flyers. I'm like, I don't look like that anymore. My hair is gray now and stuff, So I'm like, all right, let me get some new headshots, and then I got them. And I was looking at them and I was like, oh yeah, this is a good look. I did one with like a mustache that was like character-y, So I was like, all right, maybe I'll go back and submit and do some stuff like that. But
Absolutely.
but I have so much going on. Like it used to be all I wanted to do, and like now I'm busy with all this other stuff. So it would be kind of like a side thing. And if, you book something cool, you know what I mean? It's not like you're not harping on that. Like, oh my God, how did that audition go? I'm in my head. That's the only thing I'm worrying about,
No, I think when you really let go, things start happening.
Yeah, exactly.
You just need to try to leave town. That's when you book your best gig.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's the only time I would book anything. I would book I would go back to New York, and as soon as I landed, I would get a call from my agent, and be like, "Oh, you booked that commercial, but they need you here in 2 days for a fitting." And I'm like, it's like I just landed, and now I got to fly back, I stay a day and fly back. I was supposed to stay like 4 days, So it's like, yeah, exactly. Leave town if you want to book something. That's what they always say.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Are you?
Actually, tonight.
Tonight you're leaving? Where are you going?
I want to go to Hawaii.
You're leaving for Hawaii tonight?
I'm kidding.
Oh, I thought
It's
okay.
a joke.
I thought you were really leaving. I don't know.
I want to.
You want to go to Hawaii? Have you been to Hawaii?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just don't know what's the logistic about traveling with 2 dogs. One is my service dog, but the other one is not yet. I need to make her a service dog.
So you would take your dogs. Do you take them everywhere you go? Like when you travel?
Not everywhere.
No. But you would take them to Hawaii if you went there? Yeah.
And that would be like peaceful experience for us, I think.
See, for me, I'm like, I don't want to take my dogs when I travel. It's too much for me. It's too much work. I took Waffles, the little guy you met already. That's the only dog I took with me once to my wedding. He was in my wedding, and I flew with him on the plane to Connecticut or whatever. And that was fine. But like, I have 3, so I'm like, I'm not taking them. And then if I'm traveling or if I'm going to do shows or if I actually want to like enjoy the touristy part of where I'm going, it's like then I gotta go back to the hotel and be like, are the dogs okay?
Got it.
I'm out all night. I go have some drinks. I'm in some foreign country or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just too much for me.
Depends on what your plan is, because I just want to sit.
You want to sit on the beach? That's different. If you're
Just want to sit on the beach, sit in a room,
I
Lay.
can see that if you are if you're like at a resort and you're just staying in like one area or island or
I
whatever.
don't really want to drive. I don't
Yeah.
want to move. I just
You
want to
just want to
sit.
sit there with the dogs
Or like
on the
swim.
beach. Yeah. No, I get that. I mean, if you're staying put in one place, I could see that being manageable with the dogs.
Yeah.
At the same time, I take care of dogs for a living, and I'm always around it. So sometimes I'm like, you know what, Dad needs like a break.
it
You
too
know,
much.
I need to like zone out for 4
When
days.
did you start such love for dogs?
I started working with dogs. I grew up with a dog. We always had a dog growing up and stuff, and then I didn't have one for a long time. And then I was living here, and I had a full time job at a talent management company, production company, and then I got laid off from there after like 4 years. And I didn't have a job. My one friend was like, "Hey, do you want to walk dogs while you figure out what you're gonna do, or whatever?" And I was like, "Yeah, all right." So I started working for some lady who had a dog walking company, and I did that for a year. And then I was kind of like, I think I could start my own thing doing this. It's actually pretty fun, you know. And then I started doing it like 17 years ago, and then I just kind of kept my business going, and it's been pretty successful like for that whole time. So that's kind of when I fell into working with dogs accidentally, you know. And it was like, oh yeah, I do love this. This is great. And then I ended up with a dog, Waffles, who you met, and then Penny and Hamlet, who you'll meet after this. They came along. You know, my ex-wife and we adopted Penny together, and then I ended up keeping her. And this new one I fostered dogs, and then I failed, and then I ended up keeping him. So now I got 3.
Why did you say failed? Because you fell in love with the dog.
Yeah, I fell in. Well, they call it foster fail. If you heard that, yeah. Like you're like,
I was fostering a dog and I failed.
Well, yeah, the purpose of fostering is like, yeah, you'll take the dog in, give it a home, show it to other people to try to get it adopted, like bring it to the events and all that stuff. And then, you know, I didn't do that. And I was just like, I guess I'll keep him, you know. And it was like,
Do you have any regrets?
no, I mean, there's times where I'm like, I'm so busy. Like, should I have really gotten a 3rd dog? You know, because I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to go on the road with my show. I'm trying to do all this stuff. But at the end of the day, when I come home and I'm like here with him, I'm like, oh, he's sweet. I mean, you know, there's a couple things I'm still working on. He barks at a lot of people on the leash and stuff like that. So I'm still working on him with that. But at the end of the day, he's a very sweet dog. And yeah, I mean, you know, you make the right decision.
They're hanging out, the 3 of them. Like, it's a good company for them.
It's good company.
It's not like they're lonely.
No, they all, and plus there's always dogs in and out of here. I'm watching people's dogs and stuff. So
Oh, that's where I can give. Maybe I give you my dogs
yeah, I
and
can
go to
watch them.
Hawaii.
I can watch. Yeah, if you don't want to take them to Hawaii, I can watch them. Yeah.
If I just want to sit alone,
If you want to sit on the beach alone, yes, I'm an option for sure. But if you want to sit there
How
with
much
the
do you
dogs,
charge?
I'll tell you off there.
Okay. Well, we need to promote your services.
Oh yeah. Dogs dig Doug. That's my.
Okay.
Well, we can figure something out because you're a friend and stuff. So.
Okay, then he's gonna watch my dogs for free.
Well, there you go. Yeah, maybe we'll see. Yeah, that's. I mean, no, I don't know if people are listening to this to board their dogs with me anyway, but you know, you never know.
Are you boring to your dogs?
Am I boring? No, bored. Like
Bored.
Like
Bored listening to this conversation?
No, like room and board. You know, like when they call like if I take someone's dog, they call it boarding.
Oh,
you know,
I
the
didn't
dog
know.
boarding.
See, I wouldn't know.
Well, yeah, the board also means like, yeah, I'm tired of hearing this, or
Yeah,
you're just,
bored.
you're bored.
Boarding, but it's like
Boarding. So like when you put the dog in like a kennel for like the week or whatever, they say you're gonna board your dog at the facility or like the animal care place or whatever.
Got it. I'm learning.
Yeah,
I'm learning.
Board. Yeah.
See, English classes weren't enough.
It's I mean, there's so many different like slang things too in America. You know, like I don't know if the Russian language has similar kind of
So
things.
many slangs.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So it's hard to pick up on all those things. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you've been here for 14 years, you better pick up on some of those things. Like,
Well, I mean, if you haven't had that experience, I don't know another language. So like that's the thing about Americans. I'm like, a lot of us only know English, you know, and it's kind of embarrassing, I think, because it's
you should be very embarrassed.
I am when I travel. I'm like I wish I knew this language. I wish I knew that.
Nah,
you know?
don't worry.
I know, but it
Don't
is the
worry.
kind of thing where like when I grew up, like in high school, they put us in like Spanish or Italian you could take, but the first time we were offered that, I was like a sophomore in high school, and I'm like, I'm like 15 or whatever, and I'm like I have no interest in learning Spanish or another language at this age. Now they're starting to do it like when the kids are like 5, and I'm like, yeah, that's when they should learn it because
Exactly.
like you are just a sponge absorbing everything and you have no clue. You're not making decisions of like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a teenager, I'm like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? But now as an adult, I'm like, oh yeah, I do wish I knew Spanish, or whatever,
Yeah, you know what I want to learn?
What?
I want to learn how to play chess.
Chess? Yeah, I don't know how to play that either.
Oh my, I want to learn how to play chess.
I'll learn with you. Yeah, there's so
wanna
many
take classes.
there's so many people that play like online and everything. Yeah. I don't know how to play.
And I'm Russian too. Like Russians play chess. Like
That's
just
a big game
for
in Russia.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Just
Breakfast and chess. Yeah. That's a huge game. It's worldwide. It's a huge
thing.
Yeah.
I
Checkers I know, but everyone knows checkers.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna look into classes.
You're gonna start looking at the classes?
Yeah,
should.
I'll let you know.
All right, let me know.
I already bought a chessboard.
You bought a chessboard?
I'm serious about this. I want to learn how to make a tie,
Mm.
and I want to learn how to play chess. These are my two goals for 2020.
How to make a tie, like a necktie?
Yeah, let me scratch it again. So I want to learn how to play chess, and I want to learn how to make a tie. Yeah.
Like a bow tie?
Yeah, like
Oh,
a dress shirt tie.
Oh, okay, like tie a bow tie.
I don't know how to tie it.
Oh, okay.
These are my goals for 2024.
Now, would you be wearing a tie? Is that what
No,
you
I
want to
just
know?
want.
You just want to know how
I
to
just
do
want
it.
to know how to do it.
Like if there's a man around that has a
Yes,
tie and you're
yeah,
like, I can tie it or whatever.
Wait, let me do it.
Yeah, okay.
I can't
all right.
say that right now.
You can't say that right
Yeah,
now.
it's
So
just
that situation may come up at some point. Yeah.
I believe so.
You can put it on your special skills. Knows how to tie a men's
I mean,
tie.
do you know how to tie a men's tie?
I know how to tie the regular tie, like the long tie.
Yes.
Yeah, I know how to do that. Bow
Okay.
tie, I don't know how to do.
I don't know either. Neither.
But I
of
don't know.
these.
Bow tie isn't really worn that often unless you're like in a wedding or something like that, or it's like a
Yeah.
tux. You know what I mean? The necktie, I know how to do that, and that's the
Okay.
most common.
Yeah,
kinda
that's what
tie,
I would
I'd
like
say.
to learn.
That's easy. I could teach you that.
Okay.
That's easy enough to do.
Okay. Can you teach me now?
I don't have a tie, but yeah, we can figure it out.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right, let's talk about your music videos, your songs.
Woohoo!
Let's
Which one?
All right, we'll play some of this one. Tiny Dick Guy. We'll play this.
Okay, so I figured it out. You know dudes with big egos? I know what their problem is. Check this out. He talks like he's some kind of rich guy, but he acts like a little whiny bitch guy. I don't wanna smash, now he's like this guy. Kinda sounds like a tiny little dick guy. You dudes act like you never seen some titties. Little boy, move to the big city, pretending like you're busy. Down to the nitty gritty. It's obvious you're trying to make up for that itty bitty by making me feel shit. You kiss your mama with that mouth, big boy in the club, but you're sleeping on the couch. You trip your boy's band so the girls wanna meet ya. That gold
Chain when you maxed out your visa.
Tiny Dick Guy by Ksenia.
Yeah, thank you.
That's pretty funny. I've seen you perform that live too. That's pretty funny. when
Thank
you.
you.
do it,
I
yeah.
like to choose somebody in the crowd and just accuse
and
them.
and you just sing to them the whole time. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's great. So when did you write this and record this? How long ago?
That was sometime in 2022, actually.
All right.
Do you see the difference in my nose? That was my old nose.
This was your old. Wait, let me go back. Let me see. No,
Yeah,
no, I couldn't tell. I mean, I don't even know.
That was a good nose.
All right, hold on. Let's see.
Do you see? Do you see?
I don't see
It was
it.
more upturned, more nostrily. It was cute.
I can't tell. I'm really bad at that stuff.
Really? Okay, I'll show you back.
I don't know. I don't know what they did. What's the difference? I don't know what they did to your nose.
He hit my nostrils. He made it long. Oh,
Yeah.
not so long, Jesus Christ. And it's just not my essence.
So this is your original nose in this video?
No, I had like 3 noses.
You have 3 nose jobs, and you're gonna get another one.
I'm going to, but I
Yeah.
don't know when.
You don't know when.
But
I don't
it's-
understand. I mean, you have a great nose. I mean, your nose looks great right
I'm
now.
mentally not well when it comes to my nose. So growing up, I was teased a lot that
Really?
I had that I was so my nose was really upturned. So
It was like up.
It was really.
Was it large?
I can't. No, I'll show you. I actually think I was fine.
You were fine,
but
but
I
for
w-
some reason you wanted the nose job.
I
Yeah.
was teased, and it's just this series of bad decisions about my nose.
Really?
Because
You were teased over your nose?
yeah, they called me like a piggy, and
That's crazy.
yeah, and they said that I stuck in my mom's vagina with a nose.
Oh my God.
That's why
Kids
it's
are
like
horrible.
this. I'm so fucked up.
I mean, you're an attractive woman.
Thank
I
you
can't,
so
I can't
much.
imagine that people would make fun of your looks or
But I mean, growing up, I had a big head and small body, so they called me big head.
big head.
Yeah, So it was my nickname. They actually, some of my friends keep calling me like Big Head.
They call you that now?
Yeah, just some girls. It's
Oh my
like,
God.
but
do
it's
you,
like,
do you go back to your hometown often? Or
yeah, I
ever?
was just there.
Oh, you were just there.
That's why I'm so depressed.
Oh. Do you have a lot of friends and family there still?
have.
Yeah.
I have like 3 girlfriends in my hometown.
Yeah.
They all have kids,
Right.
married.
Okay.
They married their cousins. I'm just
They
kidding.
what?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
But there is like a shortage of men in Nahodka for real.
Yeah.
Like everyone probably already had sex with everyone.
Really? So if I went there and visited there, and
You're
I,
like
and
at least 5 people that
really,
are fucked.
and if I went and I took out the Tinder or whatever, I'd be like blowing up on that.
Natasha. Oh my God, you would kill it. Like, oh my God, you can find it. Do you have to rescue someone?
What is that?
I think the ambulance is coming.
Let me just go see what's going on.
Is it a scandalous neighborhood? Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's been like trucks all over the neighborhood. That's what that was, I think.
I see.
All right. Well, we'll edit that out. All right. So if I went back to your neighborhood, there'd be like tons of attractive Russian girls there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's my next vacation, I guess.
Yeah. So if you need actually, I can find you a wife.
A wife?
Or you like fuck that?
I don't know if I want a wife. No, I don't know. Well, not anytime soon. I mean,
Why?
I'm open to dating again,
Okay.
but the marriage thing, I don't know. I mean, yeah, if I did go back to your hometown, they would want to get married immediately.
Yeah, they would want to like.
It would be
and make
like
kids. Right
Kids,
away.
and they'd want like the American dream or whatever, right? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
all
you
right.
promise that?
Sure. They have to come on the podcast. Yeah.
They'll be like, "I'll break you.
Yeah.
Give me money. I want money."
I would like to go to Russia though. Check it out though. It sounds cool. All right. So you just went back. You said.
Yeah, it's my mom is a very depressed woman, I guess, and she likes to give me like life lessons.
Right. That's what moms do.
And then she always tells me that about the diseases that I might have potentially when I grow up. Like high
yeah.
cholesterol,
So it just depresses you going
like
back.
heart
yeah.
issues, kidney failure. Like
Right.
I'm like, why do I have to think about this now? Like I will think about it when it's time. But then you
Yeah.
know, somehow after going to Russia, I feel pretty mortal.
Yeah.
Like, and also with my friend Neil Nanda passing, I don't know, I feel pretty mortal because I think we all eventually will die.
We
and
will.
like,
yeah.
what's the point of anything
That's
if,
gonna
if
happen.
we're all gonna die?
Well, you know what? We're all stuck here on this planet
Like,
until
but
then.
did he choose to come here? Like, I didn't choose it. Like,
No.
how did they know it was qualified to come to?
But what
this
else?
earth?
What else would we be doing though? I mean, we
I
wouldn't.
will be
We wouldn't
in-
exist.
inter-
Right?
It will be somewhere in the nothingness.
Yeah. Yeah. You wouldn't know any better because you wouldn't exist. You wouldn't have a brain. You wouldn't have anything. So we're here, and that's why
You like it?
I do. I mean, yeah. There's tough times. And life is hard. At
But
certain
what's your
things.
favorite activity?
My favorite activity?
Yeah. What brings you joy?
I enjoy going to the beach. I enjoy like traveling,
Okay.
meeting new and interesting people. I'd say
Okay.
eating, like going out to
Oh
eat.
my God, I
cooking. I love doing that.
Okay.
And then like movies and like art. And
Okay. You
Yeah.
like performing?
I do like performing. Yeah, like the podcast. I actually like doing this. You know, this is fun for me. You know,
Okay.
yeah, those kind of things. I'd say. You know, I don't know, friends.
You like people? I'm just kidding.
I mean, I like certain people. I mean, the dogs are great. You know, like
Dogs are great.
dogs are better than people for sure. But if you can find the right people, the group of people that you like trust or whatever, which is hard to do, especially in this town, I think. You know, you got to be very selective, very cautious about certain things, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but other than that, you know, I mean, it's not bad life, I guess, you know, but you know, you get to do songs like Tiny Dick Guy and, you know, all the other, you know, Good News Only. That's another one of your songs, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
You've done some research.
I have done some research. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And, so now you perform these in your act when you're on stage.
No, I don't perform Good News Only.
No,
because
not that
it's
one,
pop.
but Tiny Dick Guy. So that's
Tiny
like
Dick Guy.
that's the comedy one. Yeah.
Yeah, there is new one next one to be released called Fake.
Fake.
Uh,
That's a comedy one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about a person that lives in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's called FAKE. Bitch, please, I'm not trying to be your bestie. FAKE. FAKE.
Fake. When is
Yes.
it? When is that going to be dropping?
Well, since I'm deciding on what drops, so I guess I'm gonna decide because I kind of came back from Russia. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? My mom is right.
Does your mom want you to move back?
Oh yeah, my
Really?
grandma was like,
Do you have sisters, brothers?
I have brother.
Brother.
He's older brother, and he lives in Argentina actually.
Oh, all right.
Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he left as well.
Yeah, when the war started, he just didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah, I get that.
But so yeah, my mom is very kind of old fashioned. Like she already had like 2 children by my age and like but she thinks the purpose of the woman is to procreate.
Right, old school.
Well,
yeah.
I already froze my eggs. What else do you want me to do?
Right, was she happy about that decision?
Yeah, but she
Yeah.
thinks I need to freeze more eggs just in case.
Right, just in
I
case.
just want
Yeah.
so many eggs.
Well, you know, I mean, you obviously are interested in having a child at some point.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think I have like my maternal instincts really kicking in with my dogs.
Yeah.
Like I love them so much.
Right.
So much.
And you have 2 dogs.
Yeah, and I'm so like I'm like responsible
Right.
dog owner.
That's
I
great. Mm-hmm.
need to take them on long walks to make sure they exercise. I know I know what they eat. I know what the poop looks like. Like I'm
Right.
a poop inspector.
Right, right. You take notice on
I'm
that
very
stuff. That's
like
good to know.
I'm
yeah.
very thorough.
Right.
Thorough parent.
That's great.
Is that how do you say it?
Thorough, yeah.
Thorough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very thorough parent for my
Yeah.
dogs.
That's important because a lot of people are not. They they
No,
neglect
no.
that stuff and whatever.
And-
And they shouldn't have dogs.
And recently I became a vegetarian because
Oh, you are a vegetarian.
because dogs are so smart, like intelligent, emotional intelligence. Like, how can I eat another cow? Like,
Right.
they're so smart. Pigs are like, oh my god.
How long have you been doing the vegetarian diet?
Since September.
Yeah. Oh, so fairly new.
Yeah, but I
How-
can't. I
how-
just can't.
How do you? Are you enjoying it? Do you like it? Was it a big adjustment for you?
I just can't eat
Yeah.
meat or
Did
chicken.
you eat a lot of meat before that?
I mean, burger. I used to love a good burger.
Hamburger, yeah.
Now it's a
Veggie burger.
veggie burger. Now it's everything veggie. There are so many options actually for vegetarians.
There are. I mean, especially in LA. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I
tons
still
of
like
stuff.
eggs. I love eggs,
Eggs, yeah.
and cheese.
Yeah.
Something I don't know how to give up yet.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
seafood I like too.
all right. So you're not a vegetarian. You're like.
What do you mean?
You're pescatarian.
Okay, pescatarian.
Vegetarian.
But that
I'd
would be
say.
my. I have like iron deficiency. I don't know what to do with that. I'm taking iron, but
You gotta have more protein somehow.
they like doctors like you have to eat meat. I'm like no.
Well, eat more fish. Yeah, like tuna or.
You think that I
Salmon.
need to do some research?
Yeah, I mean,
This
I
is-
don't know. I
this
mean,
is kinda new. I just found out I have-
I do eat meat, but I try not to eat as much meat as I used to. You know, like I only because it's like I feel like slower and stuff when I do eat like a steak or something like that.
Yeah, because it takes all of your energy
Takes a
to
lot of energy.
digest it.
Yeah. I do love fish.
Puts
I
you
love,
to sleep.
I love fish. Like I'm a big seafood person for sure.
Yeah, that's why you would do great in a hotka.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there's so much seafood. We
Yeah,
have
I can't wait.
such
I
good
can't wait to
catering.
move there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
You'll have like 5 wives.
5 wives. Oh, they'd be fine with that.
No, they won't be. They'll fight.
They're not
for you.
open-minded there. No.
No, close-minded.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Is that what you want? 5 wives?
Five? No, I don't want 5 wives.
2?
No. No, I don't know. No, 2 wives.
Yeah. What? How do you feel like? Is it monogamy or is it polygamy?
I don't know. I think like dating around until. I think I definitely want to get married again or like settle down with like one partner. You know.
One partner.
But like I'm open-minded at the same time, so it's like I guess like dating until you figure that out. And
But what does that mean, dating? Just going on different dates?
I mean, I don't go on dates, so I don't really know.
Why don't you go on dates?
I don't know. I honestly haven't really put the energy into dating again yet. LA,
Maybe you're traumatized.
maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a rough marriage. Yeah. But I don't know. LA is a tricky place to date to begin with. I think, especially with schedules and comedy shows and all that shit. And there's people that don't want to date comedians or actors or entertainers or whatever. So there's all these different factors you have to figure out in LA. Like logistics, like where do you live, like what do you do for work, what's your schedule, who do you hang out with, do you drink, do you eat meat, do you not eat meat? You know what I mean? There's all these things where it's like you might offend the person if you have like one strike against you or something, one red flag. I don't know. So
Yeah.
I'm like figuring that out right now. I think.
Yeah. I
I
understand.
don't know. What about you? Do you date in LA?
I am in the process of figuring out my new person that I am.
The new person you are.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Oh, because you're
'cause
vegetarian, pescatarian.
vegetarian, pescatarian. Plus, I have this newfound self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
So when you don't have self-esteem, you settle for whatever. But when you do have self-esteem, what do you settle for? I don't know.
Right. So newfound self-esteem. So that brings you to like.
Like but then, please continue.
No. I was just like you're getting to know this new version of you.
Yes,
And
for
you don't.
sure.
And you don't know it yet. So you're not
No.
comfortable with going on a date or like presenting this is who I am or this is what I want.
No, I'm still work in progress.
Yeah.
And also I had like some health issues that I've just figured out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very fragile, and there's no way I can allow anybody treat me the way
Yeah.
to even try to treat me. There's none of these things. I only be treated the best, or you
Absolutely.
or you fuck off.
No. Well, there's a lot of bad eggs, if you want to call them that, around.
The shit that men get away with. Like, I think you're a kind, nice person. Actually,
thank you.
genuinely, like.
Yeah. I try to be. Yeah.
Yeah, but there are some horrible people in the comedy community.
Oh yeah,
Man,
for sure.
there's
Definitely
like
the
some
comedy.
power plays, like, and the nature of stand-up comedy is like you're not allowed to have self-esteem. It's not like it's based on low self-esteem. It's based on
Right.
self-deprecation. It's based of making fun of
Oh
yourself.
yeah, I'm all about that for myself. Like,
Same. But
yeah.
but it has to do with the way I was brought up. Like, I was just in Russia and I looked at my mom and I'm like, where would I get my self-esteem? There's none. Like, I didn't have a good role model. So, and I was very conditioned growing up. Like, it wasn't enough just to be. You have to be doing something so you're a good girl. Like, you have to
Right.
get good grades. You have to practice piano. You have to do things to be like good. Now we love you. You have A's. You have all A's in music
Right.
school. We love you now. So
Right, you're put on this like
it's a
structure, a pedestal that you're
conditioned,
yeah.
conditioned people pleasing or something like this. And I've noticed that I would overextend myself. It's just like not enough for me just to be like, I have to
Yeah.
like do something.
No, yeah, there's a lot of pressure on that. I can imagine. Yeah,
There's n-
and
I
it's
have-
for anyone. I think like growing up. I mean, maybe more where you grow up. As opposed to like, even here, it's like it's like I got to go to college. I got to do this. It's like there's a structure that we're supposed to follow or like please certain your parents or whatever. And at some point, you become an adult and you're like, no, I want to do this and that and figure it out myself or whatever. I don't have to go by the book on certain things.
That too.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah.
But even comedy, it's like comedy is like one of the hardest things to pursue. And, there's a lot of weasels in this town as far as people you have to deal with, different personalities, rolling your eyes at certain people and just being like, all right, whatever.
No, but
And I mean, as a woman too, I mean, it's like, it's difficult for everyone, but it's like, you got to be careful with certain characters that are out there. Trusting certain people, I would say.
Totally.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very guarded. I've had some bad experiences. So I'm just I will never do anything to feel uncomfortable doing something. Like I would never drive another fucking comic to a show. Like, get your fucking Uber. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Have you done that? Have people asked you like, hey, we're doing this show together. Do you mind carpooling or picking me up or driving
Yeah,
us?
I've
or
done
whatever?
that a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially like with somebody like, hey, here's a show.
Right.
I'm paying you for the show and for the gas. Drive me.
You have to drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of the
And-
deal or whatever.
Yeah, that's part of the deal. And then you're like, well, I'm a comedian. I'm not a driver. And also,
Yeah.
I actually like to drive alone, and I don't like you talking so
I
much.
agree. I've had people offer me gigs that are like, yeah, far away or whatever. And it's like, hey, do you mind driving us since you're opening for me or whatever? And I'm like, part of me is like, I don't even like this person. You know what I mean? But it's like, I'd rather drive myself and meet them there and do the thing or whatever. Or don't give me the gas money. Keep it. I don't need it. Or, whatever. Like,
Or just
or don't pay
you
me
know
as
what?
much or something.
Actually,
I don't know.
actually, don't offer me this gig.
Don't offer
Bye.
me the gig. Yeah. It's like I'd like the stage time or whatever, but like, yeah, I'd rather drive.
So what are
alone.
we doing
I don't
this
want to
for?
drive 2 hours
For
with some guy that's a
stage
pain in the
time?
ass. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah.
But so my newfound kind of thing is that I came back from Russia, took a little break, and I'm like, am I enjoying this? Am I sacrificing too much to do what? Stage time? What is it? $30
Right.
per set? Like, what am I doing?
I know the money.
Like, what the fuck am I doing?
I've had a conversation with a couple of people like that where they're like, I'm not enjoying it anymore, or it's not fun like it used to be, or driving across town for $20 or $10 or whatever. It's like gas money. It's like, all right, yeah, it is what it
And
is.
stand-up comedy is a hard work.
It's hard work. Yeah.
And I for sure enjoy it, but I'm not just willing to do anything to enjoy it. Like,
No. Well, that's the thing. Like, I want to get out of LA more and perform. Like, I really want to, and that's my goal with the the Bass Hole show is I'm starting to book it on the road to get it out of here, to bring it around the country and just do it in different cities and have different audiences and different comics experience it and all that kind of stuff. And I think that'll make me happier at the end of the day, just being away from here a little bit, doing it. Just something different rather than the same LA bar show or trying to do 4 minutes at the major club or
trust me, I get it.
whatever. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I think
yeah.
you're doing the right thing with the podcast, meeting new people, interviewing, having a conversation.
I think so. It's
Very professional. Look at you,
oh, thank you. Yeah.
killing it.
Put the work in,
Yes.
Try to make it look nice for
Yeah.
our guests and the viewers and all that stuff.
Do you have any food?
Do you have any food? I do. I have some snacks, like nuts and stuff like that. I want that.
I'm just here for food.
There's
by
a
the way.
drawer of food behind me, actually. If it's
Oh,
snacks.
yeah?
There's snacks
Okay.
in that drawer.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
let's check it out.
Yeah.
afterwards.
All right, I'll give you some. I'll give you a treat.
Thanks. It feels like home,
Yeah.
I did a podcast to get a treat.
You
Perfect.
should. Yeah. You feel comfortable, Yeah. All right. Well, this is the Bass Hole show. So, is there a story that you have that you might want to share with our audience of a time that you were an asshole? I mean, you're a very, very lovely, nice person.
Thank you.
So it's this may be difficult. I don't know. Is there something you did like when you were a kid, a teenager? Maybe it was last week that you were an asshole to someone. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this?
Maybe the worst thing I did is I would hit a car and drive away.
You've done that, a hit and run.
But it wouldn't.
Oh.
It wouldn't be like nothing would be.
Like it was a tap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just drive away.
Like
well,
so, did that happen here? Like
yeah, of course. Maybe
Yeah.
like a couple of times.
couple of times.
But actually, what happened to me recently, that somebody hit my car and they left a note.
Okay. Now, did you feel guilty that that you have hit a car?
Actually, I
and you
have
didn't
like a good morals when it comes to I can't steal, like fuck somebody over. Like I have like good basic.
Yeah.
Like I would never be able to like sleep if I did something bad to somebody, harm somebody, like
Right. Like
harm
something
somebody's
like,
health
oh, no,
or
yeah,
like
violent or whatever.
yeah, none of this. I'm
Yeah.
pretty like I actually try to help people.
Yeah.
That's why I think I would make a great nurse.
Yeah? Is that something that you thought about doing? Or something?
That's like I'm passionate about medicine and like I can diagnose diseases. Like this is my like hobby. People
Really?
would like tell me symptoms and I'll be like, let me see.
So I should call you next time instead of going
Yeah,
to my
like I'm
doctor.
really
Yeah,
good
yeah.
and like and things you can take like naturally to
Right.
like relieve the pain. And if you can't take things naturally, there's a Russian store. I really love Russian medicine, so I can get you like herbs or whatever.
Now, are you more into like like the herbal like medicines to treat stuff, or like traditional
I
medicine?
believe in science as well.
Yeah.
I believe in antibiotics when they're necessary, but I also believe in herbs. There's some powerful Russian herbs. I don't know, Russian medicine. Even if you go to Russia, you can like everything is affordable. There is no line. You can go into one building,
Yeah.
get all the test results done.
What do you think of our healthcare here?
It's
crazy,
really
right?
bad. It's
horrible.
so bad.
Isn't it crazy that like we're the number one country in the world and this is what we have to deal with? I mean, we have great doctors here, but I mean, you can't get to them unless
From
you're.
my
unless you're,
experience,
you know,
everyone just prescribes antibiotics.
yeah,
And they don't know anything beyond that.
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, especially like, you know, if you want to just go for like you got a cold or something, it's like it costs a fortune if you don't have good insurance. You know,
Oh my God, yeah.
it's ridiculous.
And then they also don't. They honestly don't know much.
What is the rest of the like? What does Russia think of that? Like, or like, you know, I mean, I don't know, any parts of Europe that you've been to or whatever. Like people think like when I travel, people think it's crazy that we don't have,
They don't believe me.
Health
They
insurance.
always think like they always ask me to bring vitamins from here. Like, can you get this like vitamin E here because it's so much better here than there? I disagree. I think it's better there
Really?
because it's all natural there. And here, I don't know what they put in this vitamin E oil. I don't know.
Yeah,
I actually trust Russian medicine more than American.
really.
And I think they're good here at surgeries, but then we have such great Russian surgeons.
There's a lot of good surgeons.
Moscow, oh my God,
Russia,
the best.
Yeah.
And not as expensive. Like
Oh, I'm sure.
I had an appendicitis removed
Mm-hmm.
and they sent me a bill that was in 2011 for $60,000 at
Here?
that time. Yeah.
Here?
For
Yeah.
removing appendicitis in Russia, it's $200.
Jesus. Yeah, that's a huge difference. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. If you don't have insurance here, you're screwed. Yeah.
And my insurance started like the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I had surgery like on the Labor Day on the 5th, whatever, September 5th. And then I had to go to school supposedly the next day. Or it was like a long weekend. And then they were like, well, you elected this surgery. Insurance company is telling me like, that was elective surgery. I'm like, appendicitis, this is not an elective surgery.
Yeah,
you don't
like-
choose to have appendicitis.
Yeah, I thought about getting my appendix out today just for fun. Yeah, like, it's like
Exactly.
yeah, I don't like the way it looks.
Yeah, it just doesn't look good. Can you take it out, please?
I want the new model. And you got the new iPhone of appendices.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is your appendix in there still?
Yeah, as far as I know. Yeah,
Okay, good.
I don't think anyone stole it. Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I haven't had like a major surgery like that. Knock on wood. Yeah, but I can't imagine that. Yeah, everything's so expensive like that. The medical stuff. Yeah.
That's why I have to have insurance.
Yeah.
And-
well, it's important. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so you hit someone's car. I've done that before. I did
Yeah.
that once. I was a little buzzed drinking, and I
Whoopsie-daisy.
nipped someone's car once, like the
Yeah.
mirror or something, and I kept going. Yeah, I should have stopped, but then I was like, I shouldn't be driving probably. So that's why I kept going, because I was like, I don't want the cops to show up and get a DUI or something like that. You know?
Actually, and I did something bad, and I don't think it was like really. I don't know if it's an asshole move, but I parked my car, and then I opened the door and I hit a lady who was driving her thing. She fell freaking.
Driving her what? Her cart?
No, like a little skateboard or something.
A skateboard.
Yeah, but it was like the one that drives, the driving skateboard.
Oh, like one of those motorized
Yeah,
hoverboard
yeah,
things
like-
or whatever.
So I opened the door and
Yeah.
and hit her.
Oh man, she fell off it.
She fell off like this.
Shit.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then this man stopped the traffic. Thank God. She got up.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I'm fine. And then she jumped back up on that thing and drove off. I was like, I don't know. I felt like maybe you should. I don't know what.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because
I mean,
technically it was my fault.
I don't know whose fault that is, really.
Because I supposed to look.
Just you're parked, you're opening your door. Like I've done that too. Like getting out of your car, there's like a bike or a motorcycle or a car coming or whatever. And then this happened to be a person on something.
Yeah.
So I don't know I mean, if it's a car, if you open your car door and another car drives by and hits it, I think it's their fault because they're supposed to see you and stop. You're a pedestrian at that point, I would say. You know what I mean? But a person, I don't know whose fault that is.
I need because that's her lane.
Yeah.
That's her driving bicycle lane.
Right.
So I should be looking in the mirror, back mirror, see if
Yeah.
it's clear, then open it. Because she doesn't know if I'm gonna open it. Or
But what are
not.
you supposed to do for that? Like, it's like if they get hurt, like you pay their hospital bill, like as a person, like because your car is not active, it's like parked. You know what I mean? I don't think it's an accident. I don't know. Like it's not driving. You know? I don't know. That's a weird
felt
law.
so
You gotta look at. I don't know what the answer to that is. But you know, she was all right. I mean, it's not
She's
like you.
all right, yeah. She
And if
didn't
she
break
if she had broken something, you probably would have maybe helped her or whatever.
I mean,
you
I
know?
would have.
Yeah.
I was actually like at like, what can I do?
Right.
Can I? And she just like, no, I'm fine. And she jumped right back and drove away.
Oh, all right. Well,
I would never drive. Like, the first thing is terrible that she even drove that fucking thing. Why would you do that? This is like you're trying to kill yourself.
yeah. Yeah, people ride these things. They don't have helmets. They don't, you know, LA is like crazy. Like, I don't understand these people that drive motorcycles or skateboards. They don't wear the helmet.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't look cool or whatever, but like, dude, like you fall off that thing and hit your head the wrong way, you're done. You know?
Yeah. And
Think
you-
about that.
You
It's
don't
crazy.
Want to do that.
You don't want to do that. It's nuts.
Well, I'm not an
all right.
asshole at all.
Well,
I'm the wrong
I don't-
guest for the show.
Well, I think I think like nipping the car and not stopping with a note, it's a little assholey. Yeah.
Whoopsie daisy.
But you know, whatever. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Whoopsie.
Every car gets hit here at some point. You know what I mean? It's just a fact of LA. So
Yeah.
you know, maybe you won't do it next time you do it.
I won't do it
don't know.
again.
All right. I mean, I don't care if you do it or not,
Yes, you
unless
do.
it's my car. If I get hit, I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, Ksenia was driving around here.
Must have been her.
It must have been her. Yeah. All right. Well, Ksenia, when is your next? So, what do you got going on? What's your next? You have a song being fake. The song
F-A-K-E.
F-A-K-E
Well,
is gonna drop soon. Right?
Yeah, I'm sitting in a music video that the one that was for it's my birthday song,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't really like the way my nose looks in it. So
So you're gonna get your nose done, redone again, and reshoot it. That's a lot of work. Huh?
just really like it's really. I'm just saying, whoever listens to this, it's really fucked up to mess with your face.
I don't think
mess,
I don't think you should get another nose
Okay.
job. I think you should leave. I think it looks great.
I should work on my personality.
Your personality is great. Your nose is great. You don't have to get anything done. I don't think. I think you're fine.
Okay, thank you.
So that's my opinion.
Thank
but what
you
do
so
I know?
much.
I don't know.
Thank you. Anyway, so I will have to either release it or not.
Yeah.
And then I have new song F-A-K-E. Then I have my one woman show. I'm still debating whether I should put it into Fringe Festival again.
What Fringe festival did you do?
Local one,
The
Hollywood.
Hollywood
Fringe.
one? Yeah. Okay.
So it was like 1 hour of musical comedy at the 3 clubs,
Oh yeah. All right.
but it was a lot of work.
Right. Well, yeah. The Fringe festival is a big undertaking.
Oh my God.
Have
And
you ever thought about doing the Edinburgh one over in
I
Scotland?
thought about it
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. That
But
would
I
be-
feel like if it's time to apply, it's now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah, I was looking into it at some point too, but it's a lot of work. Yeah,
So much. Everything is a lot of work.
everything is so much work. Oh
And
my
then
God.
you have to like put up with some assholes, and you're like,
Yeah.
why am I doing this?
Exactly, yeah.
What is it? Why?
What am I getting out of this at the end of the day? Yeah, exactly.
I've never felt so strongly about this. What the fuck am I doing?
Right. What the fuck am I doing? Exactly. Well, sometimes you just gotta sit down and like.
That's why I'm like, let me go to Hawaii and sit.
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
just
You should
sit.
go. You should go to Hawaii and sit there. Yeah. You've been before. You said you were there, right? Yeah. What island would you go to?
I went to Oahu,
Oahu.
Maui,
I've been to that Oahu and Maui. And
Kauai.
those are the 3 I've been to.
Really?
I haven't been to the Big Island yet. Yeah.
Big Island, no.
I haven't been there yet. But yeah, Hawaii's great. Yeah, you should go back. Why not? All right. Well, do you have any other shows coming up that you want to promote?
I have a show on Friday
Where's your show?
at the Comedy Store.
Oh, all right.
Are you coming?
This Friday?
Yeah. It's okay, no pressure.
I think I'm off. Let me see.
Really?
I might be able to go.
I don't know if you want to watch another comedy show. You just saw me perform on Saturday.
Yeah, but you know, your
Not
stuff's
all
your stuff's
Russians
entertaining.
are spies.
I like that song's good too.
Not all Russians are spies.
Now,
Actually, I'm gonna write a couple more.
Is your
songs.
stuff on Spotify?
This is not out yet, so I'm gonna have like a comedy album. The thing is, since I'm running my own thing, I have to decide what I'm doing, and I haven't actually written a plan for this year yet. I have some outlines, but I think I need to. Yeah, it's just, and then I was in Russia, and my mom was like questioning everything I'm doing.
Right.
So I came back here, and I'm a delight.
You are a delight, and it's been delightful having you
Thank
on this
you
show.
so much. Thank
Of course, yeah. All right. Well, Ksenia, her new song will be dropping soon.
You guys stay tuned with I'm Ksenia, and you will be first to know about my plans.
Exactly.
Because I'm about to make them.
She's gonna make them. She's gonna have new songs out. Make sure you follow her on Instagram at I am Ksenia, spelled Ksenia. And check out all her songs on YouTube. Her YouTube channel is her name. She's got music videos up there, all kinds of stuff. She's gonna be performing at the Comedy Store this week, and she's always in LA performing all around. And
Yeah.
check her out live if you haven't seen her. She's a delight. And,
Oh, thank you. You're the best.
oh no, you're the best.
You're the
You
best.
are.
You are.
Oh, all right. Anything else you want to say?
Just keep your head up no matter what.
Keep your head up no matter what, from Ksenia. Well, Ksenia, thank you for coming into the studio. It's been a pleasure having you here. And guys, don't forget, subscribe on Spotify and YouTube and all that good stuff. And don't be a basshole, but if you are, laugh about it. We'll see you next time. Ciao.
You've been listening to I'm a Basshole with Doug Bass. Follow us on Instagram at Basshole Show. Think you deserve to be on the show? Email us at contact@bassholeshow.com and visit our website at www.bassholeshow.com and get the latest information. Subscribe on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast fix. And don't miss the full videos on YouTube. Remember, don't be a basshole, but if you are, laugh about it. We'll see you next time.